Welcome back. This is the book review segment of Morning Rave. This is the segment super excited to always be at. And today, we're not actually reviewing a book. We're talking to a spoken word artist who's going to take us on a journey. Yes. And without taking much of your time, he is none other than Emmanuel Jola Yemi at Kormbat. Welcome on the show.
Hi.
Now, your combat, is it Mortal Kombat, and if it were to be Mortal Kombat, which character will it be?
Well, it's not Mortal Kombat, but if it was Mortal Kombat, it would have been Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero? Okay. Sub-Zero is the one that freezes?
Yes.
Okay, I will be Liu Kang.
Wow.
Welcome on the show once again.
Yeah.
All right, straight to you.
Yeah.
You do spoken word, and of course your shirt is saying Speak Life. What inspires you to go into spoken word?
Okay, spoken word came out of depression. Yes, I was in school. I had a planned life for myself, finished by 21, best graduating student, work till 23, marry 24, give my mom house 25, a very, very planned life.
Damn! Oh my goodness!
But I got suspended in school.
Oh?
And because I had a planned life, it affected me so much. So I tried committing suicide like twice. So one day I was just at home. I watched a spoken word piece on genetics, and it sparked up a light in my life. And I was like, wow, let me try and write for once. So I wrote for once, and it was beautiful. So spoken word was the hospital where I became the patient and the doctor at the same time. And it later made me come out with the first class.
Wow. Yeah. I was smiling all along because, every average Nigerian undergraduate has that same utopian idea. So when you spoke about suicide, depression to that length, first and foremost, which school did the suspension happen?
Babcock University.
Oh, wow. And you graduated from the same Babcock?
Yes, with the first class.
Amazing. So, irrespective of what you're passing through out there right now, if you take your life, you've just wasted yourself both here and in the hereafter. This is someone who went through such phase and first class.
Yeah.
God, just drop it like this. Because I knew I wasn't going to make first class, so I didn't bother myself. All right, back to you. How has the journey been so far? From depression, overcoming it, because I know it's going to take a lot of challenge, before even discovery and the rest. Now that you have been the patient, the doctor, healed yourself, how has the journey been so far?
Well, the journey has been tremendous. It has been a bittersweet experience.
Bitter because?
Bitter because you have a past that you just came out from, and some people might still judge you by that past. And you are trying to portray a form of light to people. And once you are coming on stage to talk about something, and people are like, but I know you. So it's been a bittersweet experience, but the journey has been good. I've enjoyed the process. It's very good when you go on stage and you talk and it affects someone's life. Someone cries on stage. And
wow.
It's been beautiful.
All right, before we go further to see, I just want the people at home to have a glimpse of what you're like when you're on stage. We'll take this video of you and, we'll come back and continue the conversation. It's just going to be brief, like 1 minute out of it. If my producer...
Die, I will talk to this Christ. Even if I was going to die, I will talk to this Christ. This is my last chance and I'm not letting him by. Remember me in your kingdom, Lord. Remember me. And before I finish my sentence... Scientists say matter can neither be created nor destroyed. But when we conserve plastics in mass, the truth of the matter is what we create now destroys. Earth is complaining. The world is dying and we are choking her with our own hands. And the ease at which we commit this ease that gives us disease doesn't want us to desist, even though death is worth this ease. death is worth this is. And before death comes signs and symptoms. So let me give you a thesis. Each year, enough plastics is thrown away to circle the earth 4 times. 15,000 pieces into the ocean every day, and that should be a crime. So marine plants and animals are praised even when there is no hook line. Yet we don't notice this foul play while we are losing the match half time. All it takes for us is a goal per day to stop this penalty in full time. But are we ready to train today?
Yes, amazing one out there. I mean, if you're able to see that video, you'll understand. He was talking about pollution right there, and I read somewhere that we had about 1.6 billion plastics in the world, even when the population of the world was about a few billion then before now, and now it's a worst case scenario that we're having. For you, what makes you, a lot of people choose other things to speak about. You're speaking about the environment. Why environment?
Well, like I said, speak life. I want to talk about things that will bring life to people. If pollution takes away life, and if we don't talk about these issues right now, in the nearest future, people, number one, it raises an awareness for people. Number two, talking about this issue make people to understand certain precepts about this, and it's been nice so far.
So like this video you made, so do you get sponsors, or how do you go about getting all this put together?
Okay, well, this particular video, I did my research about it.
Okay.
After learning about plastic pollution, the harmful effects, and I was like, wow, I have to talk about this. But sometimes talking about this, shooting a video myself might not be very, very catchy. So I had a friend, I told her about it, and she said, wow, she knows Eco Warriors, she knows the founder of Eco Warriors, and she was like, I spoke to her, and that was how we shot that video.
Wow.
But most times, getting sponsors is very, very hard, because people prefer people that are well known. So,
and especially when they are talking entertainment,
yes,
and you're not talking entertainment.
Exactly.
All right. Now, apart from getting sponsored, what is the major challenge you feel that spoken word artists have in Nigeria today?
Yes. The major challenge I feel spoken word artists have is the value. They don't get enough value from people. People think spoken word is just come on stage and talk. But there's a lot of research, there's a lot of wordplay, there's a lot of punchline, alliterations, metaphors, simile, and there's a weight we have. These emotions, we go through it. It's not as if we are trying to act it out on stage. We go through it. There are sleepless nights, and it's very, very painful. And when you see people don't value what you do, that's the biggest challenge I think we have.
Oh, very painful. Apart from writing, researching, and the rest, do you do spontaneous, like off the cuff? I just saw this thing right now, and I'm going to talk about it, and then it starts flowing. Do you do that?
Yes, I do that, but I can do that actually.
But you prefer?
But I prefer a more
organized and
structured one.
All right. Okay, now, a lot of people who have been seeing your work would like to reach you, and they want to know, they want to be inspired, by what you have to offer. So I want you to look at one of your previous work and give your fans out there live now, and then after that we can come to your contact and how people can reach you.
Okay. Mary was just 18 when she was trapped in the world wide web of sexual trafficking. It started at 15. It was a network of lies that she was introduced to a man named Juan who promised he would date her, not knowing she was in for information to be processed as an object to be used like a device. Device in which he disguised to be the guy who will guide her, made her trust him. Juan was a con who used sweet words about her figure to configure the operating system of her mind. There was no longer a password to his insane command, as he had the password to her heart. The password was a code of love, and she couldn't decode she was lost. A young, naive heart thought this was what love was. And then it took her abroad, promising a job. She later realized she was in a hot spot when she couldn't pass the port because he had seized her passport. That night, the deed was done. She pleaded as his hardware made her software and tear. It was a hard drive as it drove hard into her. She now became Microsoft with an outlook that she wouldn't excel. The PowerPoint of this access was to make her feel worthless. And with every keystroke, he introduced her to handheld tablets.
Wow, amazing, amazing one out there. I could see you using a lot of computer words there. And behind the scene, we discussed and you spoke about your job as an information technology architect.
Yeah, solution architect / programmer.
Wow. And you brought that into the spoken word. Amazing. So how do people get to reach you? Because of time.
Kormbat on all platforms, Kormbat. Follow me on Instagram. I have my videos on my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and let's go on this journey
together.
Yeah. Okay,
till we bring you again, either on this segment or any other segment. I wish you the best of luck. And for the people out there, it's always inside you. Anything you want to do, the only limitation you have to your success is you. Break that limitation today and excel. Till I come your way again on this segment, book review on Morning Rave. My name is Olugbenga Ayonuga. Morning Rave continues shortly with newspaper review segment. Have a good day.
These drugs could help me with fear, make me self-confident. Out here searching for a means to elevate. But these doses are temporary solutions. My problems, they wouldn't alleviate. It was my brain cells and my soul slowly starting to depreciate. Vicodin, tramadol, oxycodone, and so on. What an oxymoron. How oxy made me a moron. Because Lucy was my ex and she couldn't feel my ecstasy. So I married Joanna. She became my white girl, my angel dust, my heroine, my medicine. My med is sin, and the wages of sin is death. These pills were paid by bills, even though they could kill. I enjoyed the thrill, the feel. I wanted to be ill, but I was stuck on what made me ill. You know what I mean, made me less human. I believe I can fly. But in the middle of belief is lie. In the middle of lie is I. So I live to believe the lies that I couldn't be free.